Hey everyone, Uriel came back with you with another episode of Ask Uri. Today we're going to be talking about building muscle while staying lean. So here's the question. It's a little bit lengthy, so bear with me for a second. Hey Uri, I love your videos. To begin with, I'm a 17-year-old high school student. I get a lot of questions from high school students. It's really cool. And I have a question for you. I don't work out really hard during regular school year, but this summer I started doing some yoga so I can stretch out a little, and I do a little bit of biking. I'm 125 pounds, 5'5", and 16% body fat. I'm kind of bulky on my legs and arms. I've always been like that, and I don't really like it. People tell me it's good for me, but for me personally, I feel self-conscious wearing a skirt or shorts outside, or even wearing tank tops. So my question is there a way that I can still stay fit and get rid of some of the muscles? Are there any exercises that you can suggest? The only thing that I can think of is gaining some weight, but I know that it won't work because the weight might go to places I don't want them to go to. I have a year to try anything because I'm trying to look okay for the prom next year. Please and thank you. Okay, so this is obviously coming from a 17-year-old girl in high school. She wants to get ready for prom, and I'm assuming she wants to look good, right? So she wants to lean out, and she finds herself a little bit bulky, as the question kind of implies. So we've talked about this a long time ago. I've referred to genetic body type predispositions, that some people are mesomorphs, right? Mesomorphs are people who tend to put on muscle fairly easily. I'm definitely not a mesomorph. I'm an ectomorph. An ectomorph is somebody whose tendency is to be slim, tougher time putting on muscle, but easy time burning fat. And then you have endomorphs, which are kind of the opposite. So it's easier for them to put on fat, tougher to lose the fat, and gaining muscle is not too bad. So every one of us is a combination of the three. We're never just one or the other. It's just a combination. In this individual's case, she could be more of a combination of a mesomorph and endomorph, and a little bit of ectomorph somewhere in there. So, but the key is, she wants to get. 16% body fat for a girl is actually pretty low. That's pretty good if you're looking to see some definition. Now, I'm not sure if she's looking to lean out, right? She says she has, bigger legs, bigger arms. She's looking to lean out. Unfortunately, a lot of people, a lot of women have this idea that Pilates and yoga are going to give you a long, lean body. And I don't believe that's true. I think what's happening is people see people doing yoga and they see, very lengthy, long muscles. But I think that's just because those type of people tend to gravitate towards things like yoga and Pilates, right? Those are not the same type of people that are always in the gym lifting weights. So I think, yoga is great. I love yoga. I highly recommend it. But in terms of toning and leaning out, I don't think it's the solution. What I do think is important, though, is you gotta, again, I say this all the time, is first of all, diet is very important. If you want to reduce your body fat and really lean down, you really have to really pay attention to what you're eating, okay? Especially if you're somebody who tends to put on weight easier, you want to be reducing the wheat, get rid of the refined sugars, and focus more on raw fruits and vegetables and some good quality proteins. From a workout perspective, you need to be doing full body exercises, right? Again, strength training, heavier weights. Don't worry about bulking up. You're not going to bulk up unless you're doing crazy volume. So for instance, things like squat presses, pull-ups, deadlifts, squats, push presses, military press, all sorts of full body compound exercises that get a lot of muscle involved using heavier weights that only allow 5 to 8 repetitions is great for this type of individual because it's a very metabolic type of workout if you set it up properly. So let's say you take 6 exercises, you do them in a circuit fashion, one after the other with no rest in between. Then you take a minute or two after the set and you repeat that 2 to 3 times. There's not enough volume in that workout to really force you to bulk up. Right? A bodybuilder, someone who's looking to build real muscle, is going to be doing 5, 6 sets, 10 to 12 reps, really doing a lot of work on each muscle group. Right? So these type of full body workouts that are more metabolic, which means you're going to get your heart rate up, breathing heavily, getting a lot of muscle involved, are great for burning fat because they force a lot of muscle fibers, right, to be involved because they're using a heavier weight. The heavier the weight you use, the more muscles need to be engaged to lift it. And that's a good thing. So full body strength training workouts, 5 to 8 repetitions, 2 to 3 sets. Interval training cardio. For the full body workout stuff, 3 times a week is fine. You can, there's no problem throwing in body weight workouts as well, right? If you want to do yoga, yoga is awesome for body weight type stuff. Push-ups, lunges, all sorts of great stuff you can do through yoga is going to help as well. But you need to get in and do the higher intensity stuff at the same time. On top of that, interval training cardio is going to be beneficial if you're really looking to take your fat down, right? You want to be doing the intervals maybe 2 to 3 times maximum per week. You can do them after your strength training workouts or on their own. Again, 15 to 20 minutes is all you need. It could be like a sprint jog type of setup, like 30 seconds hard, 1 minute recovery, back and forth like that. And then there's nothing wrong with doing some long duration cardio as well, right? People talk about how it's a waste of time, and I believe it is if you're doing that 6-7 days a week, but you can't do intervals all the time, right? You need something to balance out and just kind of allow your body to recover a little bit better. So the longer duration, lighter intensity cardio can be helpful to burn some extra fat and at the same time kind of allow your body to recuperate from the workouts. So follow those guidelines, and it's a great way to start you off with getting that body you want for prom. Again, if you're in this situation, if you're in the same type of situation, you're starting off or you're not too sure where to get started with, and you need this guidance, I'd highly recommend my Fitter You program. It's a 12-week workout program that's for your iPod, which means that I'm on your headphones coaching you and inspiring you and motivating you through every single workout, right from the start, right to the finish. You don't have to think about anything, right? I literally just press play and do the workout, right? Nothing other than your body weight, a couple dumbbells, and a stability ball. That's all you need, and it's an awesome program. The website for that is right here. It's myfitteryou.com, and I'd highly recommend that you start with that to really, jumpstart your progress to take your body to the next level. So until then, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the question, and have a great day.